My name is David Brutt. I'm a film student here at Full Sail University, and I'm here with James Trefone, who is also a student at Full Sail in the film program. And so we're going to get started with the first question. What do you see as the role of the visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession?
The role of visual arts in society, especially the film profession, is an extremely important one because people see things and they automatically have a reaction. It's usually their first reaction is what they see rather than the other mediums. So I think it especially in today's no attention span society, you really need to have a good handle on what you're portraying visually as far as aesthetics and visual composition, because if you don't hook your viewer off the bat, there's not going to be much attention span left to get them to like what you're producing.
New communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this has a positive or negative influence on your field or industry? And provide an example.
I think in a lot of ways it is a positive influence because my availability or my ability, to see things instantaneously, I feel makes me a better artist. It's easier for me to do research, and it's easier for me to produce something that I feel is up to par with the classics and the greats that we see. But on the negative side of that, the competition is stiff. People are getting picked up on YouTube constantly. I guess an example to provide would be Freddie Wong. Freddie Wong started out on YouTube. His first video was him playing Guitar Hero on YouTube, and now he lives off YouTube. That is his job. He's been in nationwide commercials. He's a famous person now because of YouTube, because of something where he could work out of his home on his own accord and make a living off of what he really loved to do. And I think that's a positive thing at the end of the day.
Okay. What popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout your industry?
Well, I guess one that comes to mind is The Last Supper. I can think of an example in The Departed where there was a shot composed that emulated it almost exactly and gave the characters that were in the position of where Jesus and Judas would be, they gave them those roles, and it basically told the story of what was happening in the film out of one shot. And I think it's used very well, and the source image obviously provides a lot of room for it to be used and interpreted in different ways.
Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and or what is your favorite style of visual art?
Well, I guess not style, but my favorite medium would be film, obviously, and in film, my favorite visual artist would be Martin Scorsese. I really do feel that visually he tells his stories beautifully through camera movement and blocking and things. It's everything that is happening on screen has been meticulously planned and plotted to the point where you could watch the film on mute and understand exactly what was going on.
How has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process?
Understanding who's done what and why they did what and what their influences were has influenced me in a positive way, because it creatively, I can look back on these paintings and see their influences and their what they were trying to portray as far as ideals and thought processes and really just the stories that they were telling with their still images. And I feel like if I interpret it in my own way and apply it to whatever I'm doing, whether that be photography or film, or even if I'm drawing or painting or something like that, I feel like that's something that I can really add to my stuff.
Thank you for your time and answering these questions for the Art History Podcast.